Good morning to each and every one of you. So welcome to Speightstown. We have not done a section from Speightstown going north to Haywards Beach, so I thought it'd be a perfect place to go today to end our swim. I've been desperately needing some salt water on my skin, and today is a must for me. Just to show you exactly where we are, if you're not familiar, this is the Speightstown Esplanade, and this is the action area on this coast. Well, in this section, not on the coast really. I think that's mainly because of the bakery. Everybody loves the bakery here. Washroom facilities are right here as well, so you can come and stop here for your day and relax if you would like. The bakery, as I said, we'll show you that in a few minutes time. That is notorious. Everyone knows about the bakery. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. What I will say is though, look at how the entire jetty is being fenced off now. So our trip out here a few weeks back, it could be a month back or two, I'm not too sure, I lose time all the time. We won't be able to do it anymore. As you can see, they've barred the jetty off completely. So we were fortunate enough to get to the end. I don't know if that's since the storm has passed or what. However, they have constructed caging right around so you cannot get onto the jetty. Just to show you another beach that we did earlier on as well. And this is by the lovely area in this section here that you know of. Is directly, it runs parallel to the main street in Speightstown itself. Alright, so let us get on with our morning. And we're going to do a little walking, but what we're going to do first is, as usual, we do our Serenity prayer, but we look somewhere real nice and peaceful that we can stand and do so. Alright, so here we go, let's do that. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Oh boy, it feels so good this morning not to have to battle with winds. And I actually will probably be heard for the entire time. That is a big thing for me. Yes, it was a little bit challenging, and we haven't got the microphones yet. Not sure what the hold up is. Everybody that knows Speightstown is familiar that there are chickens all over here as well, because these chickens get fed on a daily basis by people that go into the bakery next door. I keep saying the bakery, and that's because you all know how amazing their pastries are. This is a perfect place to come pick up some snacks if you're going on an island tour. Obviously, if you're going to be out for the whole day, you might want to pack your drinks and stuff. But if you want some snacks or some pastries, some delicious ones to say, this is the place to come and get them. I'm going to show you that in 1 second. Alright, here we go. A little bit of the art that's in this area. You see the little small bandstand that we have here in Speightstown. And then we have the church just opposite here, St. Peter's Church. Right, and the bakery is this little place that's tucked in here in the corner. For you that did not know, this is the place that everyone that has been into Speightstown has come into somehow. The PRC bakery. The foods in here are delicious. I would like to recommend personally the coconut slices. They're delicious. As you know, I can't eat meat rolls and stuff. Not that I can't. I don't eat meat rolls and stuff now, so those things are out of my options. And this is the Orange Street Grocer. Now, I will tell you, I've been here with Angie and had a salad here that was delicious. The chef salad in here is incredible, and the scenery is on the same boardwalk that we were just on. But we're concentrating ourselves on the beach today. Down here is looking lovely. They do have some sargassum that would have washed in, with the kind of weather situations we had and the currents that would have been associated with that. You'll find sargassum pretty much everywhere, but like as always, the West Coast barely has any of it. This section directly here had a little bit more than what I saw down in the Haywards Beach, so you'll experience that and see that for yourself as well. The morning sounds of Speightstown. Let me do it for you a little quieter. Let me let you enjoy this a little bit. Now, over the last few years, almost every home there you're seeing directly in front of us is up for rental. Lots and lots of facilities in this section here on the northern side of Speightstown. There's a place called White Sands, that's the third White Sands I know of, one on the south coast, a villa on the west coast further up near Gibbs's area, and then there's one down here. I'll show you that in a minute as well. So from now on we have to specify when we say White Sands, we're going to have to say where we are because we've got a few of them for sure. Pretty much like everywhere else in the island, you'll find names, duplicate names and stuff. Just maybe a one letter difference or whatever, but pronounced the same. Okay, here we go. Lovely beach. As you can see, we do have the sargassum I had mentioned, and as you can also see, there was quite a bit of erosion here that went on with that swell that recently came through. Now here always has a steep angle, but not a drop off like this. This would have definitely been the erosion due to the volcanic water conditions and surges that we had. Stunning ocean today. Have a look at this. You know what, I'm going to give you a silent 360 here, and then we're going to go on. I want you to have this beauty as much as I can possibly give it to you today. So here we go. We have a stunning sunrise coming here all this way today. As you can see from the back here, a stunning day in Barbados. The sky is absolutely beautiful. There are blues. There are a few small patches of lowish cloud coming through. We had a few drizzles this morning, but mainly it's looking absolutely gorgeous. There were some big heavy clouds this morning, just associated with the morning when I was first coming over. However, that is gone for now. We may get some rain later on. You know, this is tropical season for us now, so anything can happen. The trough can just pop up from anywhere and create rain for us, you know. Anyhow, that is that place here. This place is a rental. It's called Sunset Sands, as you will see. And then we have White Sands down here. This, I would say, is the newest development that I've seen in completion down here. These are beautiful, beautiful accommodations. Absolutely stunning. And as you can see, the beach conditions down here are as good as you find anywhere in the world. I see definitely a little bit of a drop off today. Doesn't look too terrible right now, but we will see how that is later on when we get down further. Everyone knows Haywards, or maybe you don't. Maybe not everyone, but this is Haywards here. They have parking facility over the opposite side of the road, so no restricted parking in this area. Just make reservations as usual and just check see if they're open. You know, everything that you're seeing with me, I am not too familiar with what's going on, so you know, things are changing by the day. Sometimes they're open, sometimes they're not. So just check before you go, and always make a reservation, even if it's quiet. I recommend making that reservation for sure. Beautiful, beautiful accommodations here. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love it. I love how they've kept the original architecture of the building and stuff. Imagine a lot of this is the original wall, the lower parts. And then we have all of these that are starting to just modify themselves as well. Remember, as I said, it's called White Sands if you're interested in staying in this area. Here goes. Alright, from the looks of inside, this place is most definitely not open. So I'm not too sure. So if you are coming here, I know everywhere is going to open up slowly, but as I said, make sure and call before you actually come to the location and get disappointed. As you know, your time is very important to you. On your vacation, you have to maximize it to the most. And we're going to do our walk now. We're actually coming into the Haywards area, or what we used to call Haywards Beach Base. That was named on the original resort that was there. And then it turned into Almond, and now I'm not too sure what it's going to be. More rentals here as well. These are called Caspian. Yes, I'm reading off that bulletin board for sure. Beautiful. I mean, Haywards, as you can see, is a perfect location for a romantic sunset dinner. You know, absolutely beautiful. As I said, I'm not too sure the situation with them. A very easy and laid back morning. It's not a heavy morning. The last couple of days was we were hiking up on the eastern side. It was pretty stressful. Well, when I say stressful, it was just, I had to be wary of where I was walking. This morning can be a lot more callous and just kick my foot out kind of thing. Obviously you don't want to hit a rock, but beautiful beach conditions. The West Coast is stunning. I know I gotta keep saying it all the time. I'm a South Coast guy, so don't get me wrong. South Coast is where my heart is for sure. But the beauty of this West Coast, the swimming conditions and the beaches themselves and the long stretch of beaches, without a doubt, the most beautiful beaches on the island, without a doubt. But as I told you before, the South Coast is where my heart is, and that's because of sea conditions, because I was born there and raised myself on those beaches. Now let's go on again. Sorry, just trying to focus back the camera on in front of us. My apologies. Kept hitting the wrong button this morning. What a beautiful day. This beach has built nicely. I mean, earlier on in the year, this was hardly any sand here whatsoever. So this is really built nicely over the last, well, a few months, I would say. Because you couldn't really walk around here earlier in the year. Not up in March for sure, after they had a big north swell. February, in the end of February and into March. You know, we've had some swells on this coastline for sure, and they impacted a lot. But as you can also see, the sand is sort of like being pulled down, so maybe it was all mounded on the inside. Possibly, just a layman's thought, and because of the heavy sea conditions, it pulled it down for the mound. Because as you've seen all along, we've had big ridges where the sand was probably mounted up. So it's sort of like leveling out as we speak. This was the resort of all resorts at one time when it was Haywards. I think this was the biggest resort in the island at that time. I remember the nightclub in there. I used to go there quite often. Yeah, I was a party person, very much like you guys. That's only stopped in my latter years. And I wouldn't say it's because I got older. I just got a little more mature. So, we don't like to use that old word. I apologize to anyone that heard that one. Just like the R word called retirement. People don't like to hear that either, but they like to retire and go on the beach and lie down and do nothing all day though. But they don't like to hear that word at all. Alright, everybody asked what's going on with this resort. I know that Sandals have put in a bid for it. They'd actually constructed this jetty here. And they'd also laid a lot of groins in the outer water area. You'll see in a few minutes that have actually built some beautiful beaches. They were responsible for a lot of this here. Or the negotiations for that was responsible for a lot of this area. I'm not too sure who funded it. I'm really not too sure of that. But as you can see, this is gone. I don't even know what they'll do now. I mean, this was where it started to redo with all the lattice work and stuff, and that's all rotten and broken down. So not too sure what's going to happen with that in the future. But this is where we see 3 coves of Haywards now. At one time, everybody would remember where this moss is, or sorry, sargassum weed is. This is where the beach was at high tide kind of thing all the time. We didn't have any lower section, and we certainly didn't have these points here where the groins have been laid. But you'll see in a few minutes how they're being catched and stuff. Beautiful. One more time, I'd like to point out the red hoops on these trees. I know that we do this all the time, but it is important that everyone who views these videos sees it and understands what these represent. These are the Manchineel tree. Manchineel is a mangrove style tree that holds the sand in place. People have asked why do we not remove them from the beaches if they're dangerous like that, because they are known as the most dangerous tree in the world. That is because if you lean up on this, on these barks here, you can get blistered. If you stand up under these leaves when the rain is coming down, you will most definitely get blistered. If you put your towel on one of these berries and it gets scuffed and it will seep through your towel, you will get blistered. And lastly is, if you put that in your mouth, you will never ever forget what happens to you. So please be wary of these red hoops trees, and be real wary of the Manchineel. I will tell you, it has the most beautiful smell in the world. I am right now smelling the west coast. You could put me blindfold here right now. You could have had me from the north of the island and put me blindfold. I said, I'm going to put you somewhere. Put me not even like a touchy sand. From here and you see the way it laps, and from the smells of the Manchineel, I would know exactly where we are. Well, when I say exactly, I know which coastline we're on for sure. You used to see a lot more of these trees were on the coastline before. You would see a lot of stumps and pieces of them still sticking up from the older ones. There's the climate cherry that we have talked about before. This is what a lot of people used to stick their envelopes or paper with. So really good paper glue kind of stuff. And as you can see, the place is really in bad disrepair, especially this section here that had not been done yet. So for those of you that knew about Haywards and the Almond Beach Village, all right, now you must be crying, because you know how lovely down here was for sure. But whoever takes it over, whatever is done with it, one thing for sure is there's an amazing set of beaches here. We have done a live from that jetty there before, and we've done a live from that Port St. Charles, but we've never done a live in the section that we're walking right now. So that's why I said I'll just come and do a sand strip somewhere we've not done before, and also walk through Speightstown. And I wanted a swim. Everybody knows I am in desperate need of a swim. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't ever go this long without going in the sea. But was busy, and other things were on the plate before me. And as we know, we prioritize in life. We do what's necessary, and anything else comes after when there's time. Necessities are always number one. Stunning, stunning. Now, last time we came here, my angel, which was just a few months ago, well, no, it's been a little while now, these were little small tufts, maybe 2 to 3 inches tall, but as you can see, they're just growing crazy. I'm not too sure what the plant is or what it is, so I'm not going to try and tell you. I have no clue. I can just tell you it's growing tremendously down here. Doesn't look as though there'll be trees, or it looks as though they just maintain a shrubbery kind of style. Alright, cove number 2. This is the second cove we're on in the Haywards area. Beautiful. When you see Port St. Charles coming into view, we'll also see the Arawak cement plant, or the cement plant in the far distance as well. Always as a concern for me having something like that down there. I say a concern. I thought it'd be a real eyesore, but to be honest with you, over the years that's sort of like just become a part of the landscape to me, so it doesn't really stand out for me anymore. If some of you all look at it and say, wow, but remember where it is. It's in a very isolated area, and that is why we had to look for that. And also because it does, I guess, give off some residue and stuff in the smoke or ash or whatever, and therefore it goes straight over the sea and not overland where people are. So you can see all these structures are terrible disrepair right now. You just have beautiful beach bars all along here. It was an amazing place. You know, that was the past. It shall move on to something in the future that will be different, but I'm sure it will be a lovely, lovely location. It's too beautiful not to be utilized, that's for sure. Alright, we're going to come into cove number 3. So these are just because these outside catchments are actually catching sand. Now I would imagine at some stage of the game the sand will reach right out to this groin here, just as it has on the other 2 that we have seen. So I would imagine when the sand builds and builds and builds, that is what is happening. This is the only one where the sand doesn't actually get to the boulders. As you'll see, it's down below, it's already got to the boulders. So maybe it's just a current that runs through here or whatever, but it's a beautiful, beautiful beach for sure. Now you'll see why I had to bring you here to walk, because this is just magnificent beach stretch. I have a lot of videos up there on YouTube of this beach. So if you go up on YouTube and you put in a search in my channel for Haywards, you will find all of these videos up there. I have them in high resolution, I have them in parts and stuff, but as I said, we've never actually done a live of this whole beach. And look at how gorgeous this is. How could I not show you this? That would be definitely not right at all. Just stunning. Beautiful, beautiful. I keep using words of stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, delightful. You know, what else can I do? I can't use anything else. You know, I look around and I see this building behind. Yes, I see that. But when I look back out in this direction, that fades from view completely, because this beauty just takes your attention. You cannot take it and put it anywhere else. It steals your attention for sure. Still have the remnants of reef and stuff. Remember, where the sand is building was originally a reef that was similar to this. So that is what it's building on. The sand's actually building on this area. This reef is not really living reef. There are some fish on it, but not many of them. So it's not really, I don't see it as a major concern really, but I'm not really that au fait with everything to do with the ocean and the fish in this area. But I do know the beaches are amazing. And the resort that gets here finally will have an amazing beach. All right, here we go. Another cove again. Cove number 4. All right, and from here on now, you will see Port St. Charles. We've done that beach quite a few times. High res, live, etc. We've done it from the other side. We've done it from this side. But as I said, we had not done this. And this is an amazing, amazing, amazing area. Just look at these horseshoe coves. Beautiful, stunning. Just perfect. Now there's a beautiful sun coming up above, as you all can see through the trees as well, Manchineel trees. Out here is really lovely. I mean, the smell right now is definitely West Coast. The berries are beginning to break up off the Manchineel, and it has that kind of just scent that you will know the West Coast for. Anyone that stayed in this West Coast would know exactly what I'm talking about. That is a smell you do not forget. You know, when it's not actually bearing the berries, it doesn't really give off that scent at all. It's only the breaking of the berries and stuff is when you will get the smell that I'm talking about. Now, you that stayed here before, remember there was a big water sports shop here in the end. We used to do endless activities, but there was no beach like this. You would know that for sure as well. So this entire stretch from Port St. Charles right up to Speightstown, the beach is amazing. And the conditions, as you all can see today, are incredible. So if you all are looking for somewhere to go today that you want to take a swim, if you're on the island, of course, I'm going to take you all for a swim virtually, but if you want to go in physically, this would be the place on the west coast today. All of the west coast is going to be lovely. All right, let me see if I can show you the drop off here. All right, you can see the drop off. This is what we talk about on the west coast all the time. Drop off there doesn't look that great, really, not that big. It looks actually pretty light. I would say maybe a foot and a half, and then it goes off really quickly. So the main initial drop off is a foot to foot and a half. All right, well, you all know where we are now. You all can hear the water going around my body right now. So I've been praying for this here. You know, I wanted to do some hiking and stuff before the rains came in. I'm not sure if the rains are coming in or not, but I also wanted to bring you here. I sort of like want to carry you everywhere, so you have to forgive me. And I'd like to use my sister's words that she had told me, that everywhere I take you is just one of God's rooms on his paradise. So today we are in the room called Haywards Beach on Speightstown. That is the room we're in, and this is God's room, and we're enjoying his beauty and the amazingness that he has given us. Just look at this ocean. All right, I'm gonna go quiet now, and I'm gonna give you that flying 360 over the surface. There we go. Isn't that just stunning? I don't know if I made it 360 or not, people, but I had to put my mouth in there. You know, I can't keep quiet for too long. That's just not in my nature. I had a wonderful time with you all today, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well. You know, we've done a lot of hiking and stuff recently, but we definitely need that sea bath, and I know for sure that you all are going to appreciate it, same way as I am. Although it's only virtual for you, it still gives you a chance to feel it. And because of your, you know, the power of your mind that God has given you, that we don't even tap into, we are able sometimes to use our memories to let us feel the sea around us, smell the sea air, and taste the sea spray. And that is something that God has given us the ability to do those things on memory. That's why memories are so critical to our lives. And that's why I capture everything I can on camera, whether it be a video or whether it be a photo. And that's because in memories I can always look back at. My angel has been away for a long time now, and every day I can feel her by just looking through the photos and the memories, and I can remember the jokes that were being made, and I can remember the love that was being exchanged, and I can remember the tears that sometimes were. I can remember everything. So that's an important thing, you know, it just jogs our memory. So hopefully your power of your mind right now will permit you to feel what I'm feeling. And what I'm feeling right now is a sense of peace and a sense of nothing but joy in my heart. And for sure love for you all, my friends, of course. I'm going to give you another special 360, and we're going to do a reverse. So if you were dizzy on the first one, get ready, we're going to unwind you right now. The other thing that you have the power over is to determine how your day goes from here. You can have a good day or a bad day. No matter what troubles come at you, you can make it a good day, because you can make it a lot better than if you took it the wrong way, or if you responded or reacted the wrong way. So I would like you all today just to go forward with the peace that we feel right now. I'd like you to remember to love your fellow man. I'd like you to remember, first of all, to forgive yourself. That's where we have to start this all the time. We have to forgive ourselves. God has forgiven you, you need to forgive yourself. If you're carrying a burden, go and throw it off. Get free, get light, and enjoy life. Don't carry it with you. If it's something that you can deal with, as in you're responsible for, something you can do right now to action it, well, you action it. If it's something you have no control over, you leave it alone. That is the serenity that we say every morning. You just control what God allows you to, and that is yourself and yourself alone. Nothing else can you control. Anyway, everyone, I hope you had a beautiful day with me here. It has been an amazing adventure with you. If any of you are on board and you've not commented yet and you would like to be in our tabulation at the end of the day, you can please do so. I'll give you a couple of seconds, but I'm sure everybody in here knows about it, except for maybe the newer members. New members, I would like to welcome you all. Today I put up who our care team were. There are people that take what I put up on the morning, the first advertisement for the morning, they take that and they bring that to life. And that's what they do. They bring today to life from the time I post what we're doing. And that's what the care team is all about. Our driver, well, she's an incredible woman. She knows exactly what she's doing. She actually does it for a living, but she lives all the way in the Channel Islands. Can you imagine that? We have a driver living there. We have a conductor. We have our head cheerleader. And we have 3 can-can ladies that have joined us recently because of our surge in numbers. So have a great day, everyone. We're going to take care of you. You just sit back, you relax. For those of you that can't walk this morning or are unable to walk at this present time, you relax. You sit and look at this here. It'll be up on YouTube later, probably in a little better quality. So you all can do that. Have a great day, everyone. Be peaceful. And remember, live the way that you're supposed to. I don't care who you believe in. That's irrelevant. But whoever you believe in must be someone that has a positivity and brings love and brings joy and brings peace and brings harmony. And so long as you follow that, you will be fine today, and you will help all those around you that unfortunately are not feeling that way. And that's what they will need. Have a great day, everyone.